Hi everyone, Lisa here from Forest City Stitching. I hope everyone had a great week. I am filming today on Monday, the 18th of May. It's Victoria Day here in Canada, and I was at the Spring Mingle all weekend, so I thought I would just film this morning and kind of give you a recap on my stitching over the weekend because it was quite productive. So that's good. All right, so first I'm going to show you what's on my scroll frame. And it is Kringles. It's not on such large bars, so it's a little bit more manageable. Sorry, we got sun coming in from the window. But that top block there is what I worked on. Got those feet in. Had a little nutcracker, and it's hard to see, but added some candles to what is going to be a tree. That's how Kringles is looking. Okay. Oh, and I meant to grab my fabric from the sewing shop when I went back upstairs, but then alas, I forgot. So hopefully I will remember to show that to you next week. Okay, yeah. The stuff that I want to show you first is on the bottom of this basket. One moment. Okay. Also, I will just announce the winner of the giveaway now because I just pulled it out. But the winner is Jody of the Hello Summer pattern. So congratulations, Jody. I'll put my email address in the description box below if you want to just send me your address. I know you are local, but it will likely be easier if I just pop it in the mail. So if you want to send me your mailing address, I will get that into the mail shortly for you. Congratulations. Okay. So I missed a couple days of words. I missed a couple of days of mini stitching, so I used the weekend to kind of get caught up. But for Mania moving forward for next year, I'm just going to keep the calendar as the same, if that makes any sense. Again, it's just me being complicated in my head, so for you guys, it doesn't really matter. I'm still stitching on 31 projects, even if I missed a couple days. I'm getting caught up. So chocolate bunnies, I worked on that earlier this week. So I got that bunny in there. And this bunny here is missing some of its ear. So I got him fixed up. That is how that one is looking. Tried to fold it a little different. This is Canada 2025 by 4 boys and an NL girl. And that's how this is looking. So just worked on the moose a bit more. Sorry for the barking. Hopefully my son will let him out, but that's, oh, I hear movement. He did. He's letting him out. Excellent. Nope, he didn't go up. Okay. Sorry, I got things all messed up in my bin here. And there must be a squirrel out there, so, you know, it's safer to bark from inside. All right, next is Calvin and Clyde. Fun stitching with the housewives. That's how that's looking. I worked on this on Friday night and just filled in some of those leaves. Show you Blueberry J now. I worked on it a couple times. So I am caught up to yesterday's game on it. So there's Blueberry J, so it's looking pretty good. I know I haven't started at all on the blueberries or the J, but that's fine. Hopefully I enjoy unstitching on both of those parts because those are the bigger parts. All right, on Saturday, I worked a lot on Flosstube, friends. And Kathy from Kathy Colson Stitches was in the international room with us. So she got to see my progress on her piece. So yeah, my lady is pretty much done. I just need to add her boots and her stitching. I also changed her hair color. Her skin tone showing up a lot better on camera than it was in person when I was stitching it. So that is good. And the color of the dress is Pink Peppermint from Roxy Floss. What do we have here? Making sure my bags make sense. This is, seeing if I can find the cover photo. This is Light by Barbara Anna. This was a freebie back in 2020. And I've been working on it since then. Not sure why I would zip that closed because I still have to put the project in it. But yeah, you probably haven't seen this in a while because it was my purse project for most of last year. So on the weekend, I just kind of worked on bringing these berries down a little bit more. Yeah. I was a little bit worried because I had to do some frogging on her hand there. Because I had missed leaving room for her cuff. But I think everything is proportionally correct. So I think we're okay. During the spring mingle, I did watch Jacob's lecture, which was about mistakes in samplers. and how you should be okay with mistakes. So, yeah. So I think that is what a lot of people, at least in our international room, took away, that mistakes are okay. Jacob would approve of our mistakes. So that was our learnings. My sunflower I worked on. So this is a piece from Stitchy Princess. That's what it looks like. I'm leaving this off and I'm changing her dress color to blue. This didn't get very many stitches. This never gets very many stitches. I don't know why, it just is what it is. So I added some more blue in there. Finished the white on her dress. Because again, when I picked it up, I couldn't remember what I was planning on doing for the blue. So I wanted to get that blue in there, so next time I picked it up, I didn't question myself. Okay. Night at the museum I worked on Sunday. So I'm pretty happy with the progress I got on it. So I got down to the bottom line there. And the first release is, there's going to be a little bit in this area, I think. And a little bit over here. So at least I can get started on the first release when that comes out. But yeah, this is a lot of brown and black. And then yesterday turned out to be a very beautiful day. So I ended up stitching outside after dinner. So that was nice while attending the spring mingle. We also barbecued as well. And I worked on Bloomtopia by Fat Quarter Shop during my time outside and during the finish parade. Yeah, so I think that is everything I stitched on this past week. As I said, most of it was over the weekend during Spring Mingle. Yeah, so Spring Mingle was good. I wasn't at Spring Mingle last year because it was on the Stitch North weekend that I was attending. It was a lot more chill than the Jingle Ball. And yeah, I only bought one pattern that it might be on the printer, but I'm not going to run to get it, I don't think. Excuse me. Excuse me. Good thing I have some water here. It was the Strawberry Moon pattern from Stitches by Ethel, so it was a retreat exclusive. And so it's a moon with strawberries and a bird, so it was quite cute. Jacob had a pattern, but let's be honest, I have enough modern folk embroidery patterns, so I didn't purchase that. And then the pony design pattern had a lot of birds, which was cute, but it wasn't speaking to me, so I was very well behaved as far as shopping went, because they had some other PDF options, but being in Canada, obviously the shipping doesn't make sense for us to really order a lot of physical items, and a lot of it sold out quite quickly anyway. So that is fine. That meant I felt okay with purchasing a ticket to Jacob's lecture. It was a $10 ticket, and it was on Sunday. Yes, Sunday morning at 11. And so I just waited until I knew I was going to be around at that time. and then I purchased the ticket. So that was a nice thing about that you didn't have to purchase that super ahead of time. You could wait to kind of see, what your schedule was going to allow. Yeah, so Friday night I got on right at 7, looked at the shopping haul, and found a room that Charlene Sugar Plum Stitcher was in. So we hung out there for a little bit, and then an international room. Actually, I think 2 international rooms popped up. There was a request for one, so then we headed in over to that room, and that's kind of where I spent my weekend, is the international room. For most of the weekend, who else was there? Was Kathy Quills and Stitches, Debbie from Debbie by the River, Deanne from Stitching on the Raw, Kate from Making Things with String, Karen the Stitching Owl came in and out. Charlene came back for a day. Yeah, we had lots of people that came in and out. So it was good. But yeah, it's always nice to see kind of some familiar faces on those virtual events. So it was great chatting with you ladies, and looking forward to seeing you again at, I guess it's the Midsummer, right? Midsummer? Is that right? I don't know. Whatever, the Midsummer Stitch. Yeah, that's right. I was mentioning the Stitch part, and that was confusing me. Yeah, so that was kind of the recap of the event. I did go to the meet and greets. Jacob, I was a little bit late because I logged in at baseball practice, but I was able to see most of his meet and greet as well. Yeah, so I did everything I wanted to do there. I still haven't done any speed dating, but that's okay in my book. So, all right. So I think that is enough for me. I'm going to try to do a little bit of cleaning today. We have a batting cage booked for 11. I think we still have lots of time. Yeah, it's only like 9. Batting cage booked for 11, so my son can get some batting practice in before his first game tomorrow. And yeah, maybe then get some stitching done. I might go sit outside next, actually, because I'm a little worried it might rain this afternoon, and it's really nice out right now. So, all right, well, everyone have a great week, and we'll see you next week.